Right, so let's get into it. Another week, another review. This week was particularly looking like a good week because I had set up very, very well. However, Monday I had 2 viewings cancelled, which was very frustrating. However, something I learned from that was by having multiple viewings, you are covering your basis in the sense of you're not relying on just the one or just the 2. So it's beneficial to have several set up and also several set up throughout the whole week. Tuesday was an awesome day. So on Tuesday, I went down to Birmingham, met up with Ste Hamilton as part of my JV Earn and Learn, and went round one of his projects, which was coming up to about a week, 10 days from completion. So it was great to see the finished product, the standard that he is performing his developments to, really. So that was brilliant to see, and just being able to pick his brains, ask the right questions about developments and all the other intricacies of property. So that was a fantastic start to the day on Tuesday. And then following that, I went into his office on Colnell Row to meet up with Jay and the rest of the deal sourcing division and speaking to them and being around them in particular, just to basically work on finding more deals, and both myself answering questions that other people may have, relying on my experience, and vice versa. So it's really good because obviously everyone has different experiences, so that was really good to do, and all round a fantastic day. Wednesday, more viewings, more due diligence done. Same Thursday, same Friday, really, with offers going in across the table. There's nothing that notably stands out, really, apart from there's a few properties which I offered on a couple of weeks ago and the offer was rejected. However, now the property has been reduced by circa 10 to 15,000. So what I had done over those next couple of days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, was speaking to the agents and trying to negotiate that price that I'd originally placed and trying to determine if that was more of a viable offer for the vendor, considering there hadn't been much interest, but then also the need to sell the property. So that's still slightly ongoing as we're going into this weekend, which I'm sort of confident, but then I'm not confident because I think it's the vendor that's holding out here, not the agent. So we'll see how that materialises. And again, into next week, just planning the week efficiently, getting several viewings booked in. So what I am looking to target now is the North Wales area. It's local to where I'm working, so realistically it means that if something comes up, I might be able to pop out at some point throughout the day or straight after work. It's much quicker to get to these viewings and effectively conduct more. So that's the plan moving into next week. And also that I'm looking to target is post auctions, just to try and get some experience in that side of things, really, and understand how I might be able to help people out because they're wanting a quick sale, they're motivated to sell the property as well, but also just for my own benefit in going through the stages on my property journey. It's key to be able to read certain documents and understand them and digest them. So that's something that I'm going to be working on in the background. I wouldn't say sort of full focus, but definitely something in the background to keep moving forward and enhancing my skill set, really. So yeah, so that's it, really. All round been really good week, been really positive. Offers that have gone in, there's a few more to go in next week, early doors. So some viewings were conducted yesterday, Friday. So with that being said, I've not managed to speak to the agent that conducted the viewing and that I've been dealing with. So what I'm wanting to do is just keep that relationship open, and keep them up to date with how I'm wanting to progress with these offers. So that's something that I'll be looking at early next week, most likely Tuesday. Some agents are open, some aren't, so just trying to determine which ones are and which ones aren't. I've not looked into that just yet. So yeah, looking forward to next week. Got some good viewings lined up in the North Wales area, and just trying to push on, get as many in as possible, but obviously making sure that they're efficient. So doing my due diligence first, trying to get as much information up front so that I'm not turning up and wasting my time, because ultimately when trying to find property investments, either for other people, so in a sourcing capacity, or down the line for myself, I don't want to be wasting time. Time is everything, really. Time is money, as the saying goes. So just need to be on it in that side of things. So one thing that I will openly admit to is earlier this week, being yesterday, there was a property which I had a viewing cancelled. Wasn't really my best week this week with viewings being cancelled. I had 2 on Monday, didn't have any viewings on Tuesday. Wednesday I had 1 cancelled, and then Friday I had 1 cancelled. So, you know, sort of literally half my viewings. I had about 8 or 9 viewings booked in, roughly speaking, off the top of my head. And yeah, literally slashed them in half just because it was agents couldn't make them, people had phoned in sick. So yeah, unfortunately that was what happened. However, keep moving forward, staying positive. But going back to Friday, there was a viewing that was cancelled. So the other viewing that I had lined up, I spoke to the agent and said, look, is there anything else that you've got available that might suit my criteria that I've been discussing with you? I've had a viewing cancelled, so just wanted to make the most of the time. They sent through some details whilst I was on the phone to them, and basically I said, yeah, more than happy to go along to that. However, I felt slightly underprepared because it was very last minute, sort of within, I was literally walking out the door on my way to the viewing, so I didn't have time to do any real due diligence or anything like that. Knew the area, sort of half okay. So yeah, need to probably improve on that and just sort of stick to my guns and not go to these viewings sort of, although it was good because it was with the agent, so I'm building that relationship. However, in terms of it being a suitable property, it is, but then it's modern method of auction, which I didn't pick up on or was mentioned during that phone call. So that was something that obviously I need to improve on moving forward. So yeah, all round good week, going into the weekend positive, offers going in early next week. So just keeping going and going, and we're getting there. I feel like we made good progress over the past couple of weeks, and I'm really enjoying where things are at the moment. So yeah, probably shorter and sweeter than most updates, and I'll catch you all next week for next week's updates.